Okay. So the first one is side, 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 which we abbreviate SSS. And what that looks like is when you have two congruent triangles. So let's say we have this triangle and this triangle. If all their corresponding sides are equal, then they are congruent. So if this side equals this one, if this side equals this one, and then the third side is equal to the third side, then these two triangles are congruent. So it means their angles will all be the same as well. And then the second shortcut I'm introducing right now is called side angle side. So side angle side. And the abbreviation for this would be SAS. And what this looks like is, okay, we have our two triangles. And let's say we're told that this side is equal to this one, and then this angle equals this angle, and then this side is equal to this side. So in this case, we have side angle side is equal to a side angle side over here, so we can say that these two triangles are congruent. As far as the side angle side goes, it has to be consecutive. Like this angle has to be what they call an included angle, meaning it's right in between those two congruent sides. So with these, just make sure it's all like right next to each other. Okay, so now we're going to practice using these to identify triangle congruence. So in these examples, we're either going to be identifying side, 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 side angle side, or maybe none if it doesn't have either of those. So for one, we can see side, 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 side. So this would be, they're congruent because of side, side, side congruence postulate, if you wanted to be technical. Then number two, we have side angle side that are matching. So therefore, these are congruent because of side angle side congruence postulate. For the next one, remember everything has to be like you would say them in order. So here I have angle side side or side side angle. Angle side side, or a cuss word, is not a congruent statement. So if you get a cuss word and you're like, wait, what? It's just none. ASS doesn't prove congruence. Okay, number four, we have side angle side, side angle side. Okay, we good. Number five, it only has two of the sides labeled. It says, okay, we have side, side, but they share this side. And because of the reflexive property, we know if they share the side, then the side equals the side. So therefore, we have side, side, side. And then number six, angle, angle, angle. Well, having the same angles doesn't prove congruent. So angle, angle, angle only proves similarity, which we'll get to in another chapter. So similarity is when they're proportional. So we can prove that they're proportional, but we can't prove they're congruent. They may be congruent, but we can't prove it. So A only proves similarity. AA does not prove congruence. So in this case, the answer would be like none. You can't prove congruence. Then number seven, we have two sides, but vertical angles are congruent. So this angle has to be equal to this one. And then you have side angle side, side angle side. So the two that are generally not labeled, like if it doesn't have that angle marked, it's usually vertical angles. And then as we saw with this one, if it doesn't have it marked, if it's sharing a side, it won't have it marked, but those sides are equal to each other. Then number eight, there's a lot going on there, or more going on there. We definitely have side, side, side. But does it want side, 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 or side angle side? I look at where the angle is. This congruent angle to this is in between the 1 and the 2, and this is in between 2 and 3. So I couldn't use side, angle, side here. I'm just going to use side, side, side. And then number 9, side, side, side. And number 10, it has a side labeled and an angle labeled that's congruent. And then what's not labeled is just this side that they're sharing is congruent. So side, angle, side, side, angle, side. 11, this is probably getting easy at this point. And 12 would be angle, 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 which none, doesn't prove congruence. Okay, so now we're going to look at some different ways that they can ask questions about this over on the other side of the page. Okay, so 13, it says, what information is needed to prove the triangles below are congruent using side, side, side congruence postulate? So for A, we look at it, it shows that 2 sides are congruent. In order to prove side, 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 we need to know that the third side was congruent. So we just need to know that RG is congruent to CL. So this side is equal to this one. And then for B, we're shown that this side is equal to this one. Obviously, the one that they share is equal to itself. And then we would also need to know that this side is equal to this side. So we need to know that AS is congruent to CE. Okay, 14, what information is needed to prove the 2 triangles below are congruent using side, angle, side? Well, they give us a side and an angle. We just need to know that the other side was equal, so we need to know that this was congruent to this. So we need to know that SD was congruent to OR. Which pair of triangles can be proved congruent by side, side, side? So specifically this. So here we only have 2 sides, so nope to this one. This one has side, angle, side, but we're looking for side, 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 so no. Then C, it has 2 sides labeled, and then it shares a side, so this is probably it for side, side, side. And then this one, you could use side, angle, side, but not side, side, side. So it's this one, C, side, side, side. You could also use side, angle, side there, but that's the only one that can be done doing side, side, side. 16, which pair of triangles can prove congruent by side, angle, side? Not F, that would be side, side, side. G shares a side, so there we have side, angle, side, so probably this one. This, we have the ASS one, which doesn't prove congruence. And then we just have angle, side, so not this one either. So it is G. Whoa, it's blurry. Okay. 17, what additional information do you need to prove that these 2 triangles are congruent? Okay, so they gave us 2 sides. We could either prove it by like the third side being equal, so if PN was equal to QR, so I'm going to look for that, PN, not SQ, nope, PN, QR, nope. And then it just has the 2 angles. So I guess they want me to use side, angle, side. So with side, angle, side, I'd need to know that angle O is equal to angle S. So then it would be D. Okay, we're not done. We have one more page. Like I said, we're doing proofs tomorrow, so we'll fill in all the proofs tomorrow. But as far as concepts, there's 2 more ways, 2 more shortcuts. Okay, so here's 4.5, which is actually 5.5 in our new textbook. And we're going to continue, but now we'll have angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. So essentially, this is more congruent triangle shortcuts. So just title it more congruent triangle shortcuts. So we're going to have angle, side, angle, which is abbreviated ASA. And so what this looks like is, make a triangle. So what this would look like is, okay, this angle is equal to this one, then you have a side equal, and then another angle equal. So angle, side, angle. It has to be like right next to each other. This side has to be the included side is what they call it. It's the one right in between the congruent angles. And then the last one is angle, angle, side. So it's AAS. So for angle, angle, side, just angle equal, another angle equal, and then a side equal. So again, it would have to be in order angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. I realized I moved it over too fast. You got it written down? Okay, so I mentioned the word included side of an angle. What is the included side of an angle? It's the side in between two consecutive angles. So if I had this angle and this angle, the included side would be right here. Or if I was talking about this angle and this angle, the included side would be right here. Okay, so here's the postulate written out. It would be the same for side, 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 or side, angle, side. It's just saying if you have angle, side, angle, congruence, then you can conclude that your triangles are congruent. So for angle, side, angle, just kind of drawing it out just like I did above. If this equals this, and this one equals this one, and these are equal, you have angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. So it's abbreviated ASA. Angle, side, angle. And then angle, angle, side. Would be like this. Okay, and now we're going to practice next. Okay. So on the next page, we're just practicing. Can the triangles be proven congruent by angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side congruent postulate? If so, state which one. So here we have two angles that are the same, and then this side is going to be the same as itself. So then you have angle, side, angle, and angle, side, angle. Number two, same thing. Notice that they didn't like label this equal to itself. You just have to know that it's equal. So again, we have angle, side, angle, and angle, side, angle. And then for number three, it only has two things that are labeled as equal, but we also know that vertical angles are equal. So those are equal. And then you have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. Number 4, it only shows that two sides are congruent. It doesn't say anything else, so this is just none. We can't prove those congruent. They might be, but we can't prove it. Then number 5, vertical angles are congruent. So then I have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. Number 6, all 3 angles are equal. That's great, but I can't prove congruence based on that, so none. And then 7, it shares a side, so this side's equal to itself. And then we have angle, angle, side. And we're done. That's it. Your homework on this is so straightforward, it's not funny. I did put 15 questions just because literally all you're doing is like this. It'll take you probably like 2 seconds. Of course, 80% or higher, you get full credit, so just make sure that you get an 8 out of 10 on it, and then move on to Khan Academy. If you're done with all 10 Khan Academy, you can let me know, and you can get your phone. Okay, boy.